gentlemen, the following tag team contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, from Marietta, Georgia, total combined weight 451 pounds, Steve and Scott, the Armstrong brothers.
All right, it should be a great program next week here on WCW Worldwide Wrestling. I remind you to join us at that time, and as the Armstrongs make their way in, I want to remind you that next week, highlights from what happened recently at WCW's Fall Brawl. And you'll be amazed at what happened with Arn Anderson, Flying Brian, and the Nature Boy Ric Flair. And because of that, we have this unusual tag team.
Opponents in this feature contest. First, from Hollywood, California, 236 pounds, Flying Brian. His tag team partner from Minnesota, 250 pounds, the Enforcer, Arn Anderson.
You know, I've known Arn Anderson for a long time, but I've always known that he has to have a gang around him. He can't do anything by himself.
What do you mean?
Well, it was obvious. Well, thank
you. You insinuating the man's a coward?
No, I'm not. He's not a coward. But he always makes sure the numbers are stacked in his favor.
That's a smart businessman.
Yeah?
That's right.
I mean, whatever happened to one-on-one with Ric Flair? Whatever this big one-on-one build-up? It's me and Flair. It's a match of a lifetime.
Whatever happened to Ric Flair? He's gone nuts. He's turned his back on a lot of people. I'm not too, you know, he's even getting me a little hot under the collar sometimes.
Oh, yeah?
He me in the interview for the last pay-per-view match. I mean, who does he think he is? Who does he think he is?
Well, you can jump off a bandwagon in a hurry.
I still like Ric Flair. I admire him, 11 times world champion, all he's done. And I've done business with the man, but I mean, when I want an interview, and I want it now.
Be sure to join us next week on Worldwide. We'll show you what happened. It was nothing less than earth-shattering, eye-opening between Ric Flair and Arn Anderson. And the fans know it here at Disney.
This will be a test because Anderson and Flying Brian haven't been together that long.
No.
But the Andersons are the Armstrongs, those guys that lay the linoleum floor, those two guys. They've been together a long time.
Yeah, they're like. They're brothers, Brain.
No, they were adopted. Not many people know that.
I don't believe it.
Yes, they were adopted.
See, you're starting stuff again. Do me a favor, call the match, or I'll bring Dusty Rhodes in here to call the match.
I'm allergic to hillbillies.
Oh, you really?
Yes.
All right.
Some people are allergic to rabbits. I'm allergic to hillbillies.
Watch out. Oh. Steve Armstrong with the right hand, and down goes Arn Anderson. Rolls him in. And the Armstrongs, you may say, oh, roll up here. 2 count. As Nick Patrick quickly got down to make the count. Arn Anderson, smart move. You see in his eyes, he's very concerned. But he's very smart in where he fell back into his own corner.
And it wasn't just luck. He knows where he's at in that ring at all times.
That's what I was saying, bro.
And you know, these two Armstrong boys here are twins. Scott's about 2.5 years older than the other one.
Well, who are their twins?
They're twins, yeah.
Bulldog Dragon twists. Scott, Steven, and Flying Brian. Ooh. Back elbow. That was a good shot. And there it is.
See, I've always said this about Pillman. I never liked his style when he'd come out and have to slap the hands of the fans and all this and that.
Up on top.
Be an individual. Take care of yourself. Be cocky. Have an attitude.
That's what he's got. He's always had kind of, you like him now, don't you?
I like him now.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago.
I never disliked him.
A couple of weeks ago, you were calling him Flying, Whining, Crying Brian.
Me?
You.
Me?
You.
Wasn't me.
Yeah, it was you.
That was that hillbilly.
It was the only brain. You're the only brain I know.
The only brain here.
Reverse to a hammerlock and a good move by Steve Armstrong. They will not be intimidated. They will not back down by the potential low blows and tactics of Flying Brian.
If Pillman here with Flying Brian will just listen to Arn Anderson, this could be maybe the greatest tag team here at WCW.
You're right.
There's so many of them, but he just listens to Arn Anderson.
You know how many times has Arn Anderson been the World Tag Team Champ?
5, 6, 7, 8 times.
With guys like Beautiful Bobby, Earl Roberts.
The Earl of Eaton.
Whoa! Great move!
But you notice he knows which corner to go back to.
Yes, he does. Brian.
Come on, guys, this is your debut. Don't let the Armstrong family make you look bad.
Yeah, well, it's not hard for that to happen because the Armstrongs are such accomplished pro wrestlers. Where's he going? Let's get Doug Dillinger and get his rear end back here. I mean, the fans tune in this program to see a match, not someone run away.
He didn't run away. He walked away. And he also walked back.
And he wants to shake hands.
Oh, don't go back to your old ways, Brian.
You know, do you remember about, 3 or 4 weeks ago when Flying Brian came out and was watching the Arn Anderson match with Ric Flair out here?
You're right.
And we all speculated as to what was going on.
I thought he got lost going back, remember?
That's right. It was premeditated. It was the plan all along.
You mean this thing with Flair and Anderson has been brewing for so long, and Arn planned on stabbing Flair in the back? Is that what you're trying to say?
There's no question about it.
Maybe Flair had it coming. I don't know.
You got to agree with that. Why would Flying Brian be out here like he is?
I mean, you don't have to.
Hey,
you don't have to send this out to DNA.
Hey, you know, let me tell you, in this matchup, fans, in the midst of all this chatter by the brain, we are seeing the Armstrongs take command of this match. At least that was before Scott got caught in the corner here.
Oh.
And a backhand chop to the...
He's not sure where he is, that young man.
Armstrong sent to the right side ropes. The agility by Flying Brian. Trying to time a leapfrog from the other side. And he didn't expect to land on the knee of Scott Armstrong.
That's one reason you should never carry eggs in your back pocket.
Yeah, you're right. And a very smart move by Scott Armstrong to stay out of the corner. Back into the corner, Arn Anderson and Flying Brian working him over. Right of the head, a duck, and a pickup. Tag is made. Uh-oh. Scott is caught. Watch out. From behind, clothesline.
Good teamwork there.
You're not kidding.
Very good teamwork.
Brian is not the legal man, cannot make a cover. And Nick Patrick's telling him so. There you go. You're in, you're out. You heard it from referee Nick Patrick. Want to remind you very quickly, next week, Hulk Hogan comments about what happened. The attack, the brutal attack, not only on his person, but on his machine, on his Harley, at the hands of the Giant at the recent Fall Brawl. We'll have him here.
Hogan's lucky the Giant didn't get all of his cars, his boats, work his way over to Hogan's house, and destroy everything the man owns. Because eventually he's going to do it. He's going to take him apart, toy by toy, piece by piece.
As we head to our next pay-per-view, some information coming next week about Halloween Havoc. Ooh, the guillotine from the top. Or actually from the bottom. And a chokehold. Halloween Havoc will once again this year be in Detroit like it was last year. Flying Brian. Boy, he is so natural when it comes to breaking rules.
I think he realizes now what it takes to be a big star here at WCW. You've got to be aggressive. You have to have an attitude. And the last thing you have to do is care what the other guy thinks. Do what you have to do here, because if you don't, somebody will do it to you.
Pulling down the arm now. The leverage advantage, courtesy of Flying Brian.
Never mind what he was doing, referee. Ask one of the Armstrongs if they give it up.
What are you now in charge of the referees? Why don't you run for WCW commissioner? I can see it.
Hey.
Vote for Brain. Vote for Bockwinkel.
President of WCW.
You?
That's got a nice ring to it. The rulings I could make, the decisions I could make.
Give us one real quick. Quickly.
Give me a situation real quick.
All right, rule-breaking tactics such as these right here.
If you're close enough to touch like that or grab each other's hand, go ahead. As long as you don't get caught.
Forget that one. In the corner.
Oh!
Chop. And another chop. Again. Chopping back at him. Drop toe hold. A tag. And just like you said earlier, Brain, great teamwork exhibited by two men who have been tag team champions on separate teams, but in a short period of time are gelling as a cohesive unit here. Here's a sunset flip, and close enough to make a tag.
And they know each other. They've wrestled each other.
Yes, they have.
That's an advantage.
Recently, they wrestled each other.
That's right.
And up on top. 1, 2, got a 2 count.
Show them what it's all about, Brian. Take them home.
And a pickup.
Take them for a ride.
And a slam.
Get them ready for homework time. Show them who's boss, who's the teacher. Look at this, look at this.
Arn Anderson. The knees were up. Scott Armstrong out of just desperation, at the knees up, and now Scott Armstrong needs to get his brother in here immediately.
They may have taken a little too much time in the corner getting that move down. Come on, Flying Brian, start flying. Kick in the afterburners. Put up the wheels.
He is closer to the corner than Scott is, and he's going to make the tag. He's right there, and Arn Anderson is in. Scott, can he get there? Yes! Here comes Steve Armstrong.
And he hasn't been in for a while. He's very fresh.
Is he ever? And he's going to take on both Anderson and Flying Brian. Down goes Brian. Down goes Arn Anderson. It's double coconut time.
Hello. Goodbye.
Clothesline.
There's more punches thrown right here than in the Tyson's last 10 fights.
2. You may be right. More effort, at least. A pickup and a slam. Now Steve Armstrong is going to try a high-risk maneuver here. Could be a mistake. No, it was not. He connected.
They got him.
One, no, Brian made the save, or this one would have been over.
Sure was. I didn't know what kind of shape Flying Brian was in.
Arn Anderson slowly gets to his feet. Steve Armstrong in. They're sending Scott on the outside. Watch out. Oh, the foot in the back of the head. Into the DDT.
It's over.
This one is over, fans.
Go to your room.
3.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners, Flying Brian and the Enforcer, Arn Anderson.
And it took illegal moves to win the match. Because the Armstrongs had it won. No question about it.
Well, they did look a little rusty, Arn and Brian there a few times, but they all got working.
Flying Brian, Arn Anderson secure a win. Here you go again.
Suplex by Flying Brian. A new man off that top rope. But Anderson, Armstrong, whoever he is, was lucky enough to put his knees up. But he should have been wearing a helmet, a motorcycle helmet. Hulk's got a lot of motorcycle helmets left. But he's got no motorcycle to ride.
We'll be hearing from Hulk Hogan next week about what happened at the hands of the Giant and Fall Brawl. And for Bobby the Brain Heenan, he's the one tackling. I'm Tony Schiavone. See you next week on Worldwide.